Are you okay? Did you make it? Whoa, buddy. That was a little scary. But hey, we made it. Keep going. Good morning, everyone. Irrigation farmer here today. I am heading to my farm with some fertilizer and seed and test plot seed to do some test plot work for decal, and then plant about 20 acres on one half of the pivot, and then finish up with the other side later because it's the stuff of the cereal variant. But we'll get the 20 acres done today, then we are pretty much done with planting, and that's a nice thing because it's kind of been a struggle bus. So get that all figured out, get that done, and then hopefully it rains. Fingers crossed. Well, we got the four test plots done. We didn't have a lot. I did 4 here, and we got 4 at my dad's at another farm. We like to split up just in case we get hailstorms or something like that. Makes things a lot better. But planter's all loaded, good to go. Got fertilizer and got everything set on the display. So lots of things going on here in this planter. So first off, that's just for guidance to control the tractor itself, which way we're going. Then we got our 2020 display, and that's basically the brains of the planter. It's telling the planter what to do, what to apply, variable rate if we wanted to, variable fertilizer. It controls our down pressure, which I'll go into here in a while, and basically everything. And then we've got the iPad. All the iPad's doing is it's pretty much copying everything the 2020 is doing, showing it here. If I want to see 2 different maps, I can do that. If I want to see last year's data, I can do that. It's just really convenient, and then I could take this home with me. I can't really take that home, so I could take this, it's all in the cloud, and I can look at it anytime I want to. So we're going to do the outside around and get to it. As I said, this is only a quarter of a pivot, I suppose, instead of a half, like I said earlier. Pretty small, about 23 acres, so it won't take very long to do. Outside round is done, and then I'm going to be having some experimental plots here. So like I've said in my earlier videos, I really like to experiment a lot. So in front of us here is a strip till, like this majority of this field is. Next plot over is a no-till. In comparison, I've got no-till on the other side, but cereal and then strip till on there too. So I've got kind of 4 different experiments going on in this field as a whole. So no-till is going to be a little bit harder, but luckily we have Downforce. So I am going to have to change the system, so I'll show you that. Right now, I'm telling the system to try to get about 100 pounds. Well, you kind of say I want a standard, and it's kind of the medium ground. And so what it's going to try to do is it's going to try to achieve that 100 pounds on every row, but sometimes it puts on more if it needs it, just depending on what it's sensing. And there's a lot of calibrations. The dealer could explain that more. I understand it all, but I couldn't explain it very good. But so I don't have to have a lot of down pressure when we have strip till because it's already tilled up. The no-till, I need a lot more to get down into the ground to get to the seed. So after we get done with this pass, I'll kind of explain what I mean by the downforce and what it actually is meaning, or what is doing this downforce. Alright, so here's the planter. Hopefully you can hear me pretty well. I'll try to zoom into it. So this is the actual downforce right here. This right here. And what it's doing is it's keeping this row unit parallel. So it puts pressure down on this row unit to try to keep these ground wheels down to the ground. If you don't, then what happens is you this lift and your seed doesn't get down enough. I'll scoot over here away from the vacuum real fast. But so the whole purpose of that downforce is to try to get the seed at 2 inches down. That's really important because one, if it's on top of the ground, it's not going to do anything, it's just going to die. And two, you want that 2 inches, that's kind of where your moisture level is at and where that seed wants to be for the root development and everything. So you want to have it down enough, not too much that you're shoving it down, you're causing compaction, but just enough that you're getting there and not enough, I guess that's right, to be too high. Because if you're at like 1 inch, that seed might germinate a little bit and die, get too dry, so on and so forth. So with this system, every row has an individual control. So one row might have to have more downforce, one row not as much. It just depends on each field. Always a pain to get into this planter from those tanks. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I have to adjust the downforce. So I'm going to tell it, I could say heavy, and that's going to shoot for the target of 150 pounds. I'm actually going to bump it up a little bit more. We'll see, I might change this as I'm going and see how well it's going into the ground. I have a map here that this lost ground contact, or GC, tells me if I'm getting the right amount of ground contact. If it's blue, that's bad. That's where I was no-tilling earlier into that cereal rye. A little bit hard. I know I need to put some water on, and hopefully that'll help, but I'm gonna try it out, see how it works. Moral of the story is it's hard ground, which is going to happen with no-till. It does get really hard. I'm hoping I'm at least getting decent seed placement. Probably the best thing would have been is if I could have gotten this fill a little earlier when it was still a little wet, but it is 46%. So I'm going to try to adjust some things real fast, but it's just one little test strip, so we'll probably just go with it. I'm going to go dig and see what it looks like though. I made some changes, getting a lot better ground contact. What I did is I put my clean sweep down, which actually cleans the trash out a little bit better, and then I've changed my closers to try to get more compaction, or more, not compaction, but more pressure down to close that row. So basically I'm working the splitter pretty hard right now. Just kind of see, again, it's a test to see what it looks like. But yeah, completely no-till. Doesn't help I'm going against the offset of the rows. I did it for two reasons. One, try to smooth out this field a little bit with the strip tiller, and two, try to have long rows for harvesting. Probably made a mistake. I probably should have just gone this way, but oh well. Alright, whoever like sewed this bag, take it easy on the churros in the morning, guys. God, I can't even open it up. Neither side wants to open. Really? So this is how it's supposed to open. Even though I can do it one-handed here, I think. Hold on, hold on. Okay, there we go. See? Boom, nice and easy. Ha. Yeah, what else I just count in bags? One or two. And loading, one-handed. Alright, way too much in that one. What happens if you do it one-handed? Alright, you guys get the point. But much more to go. This is a lot easier when you have more than one person. I need a mini-me or something. This kind of sucks. But, so this stuff, graphite, not talc, what it's for is it's lubrication for the seed when it goes through the whole system. Otherwise, you won't get very good stimulation. So, there we go. Fill it up, mix it up, and away we go. And you can't forget stirring it with the handy-dandy old shovel. Works like a champ. All loaded, all the stuff's in. Tops are back on. Let's get to it. Looks like maybe some clouds coming in. Maybe some rain. Probably not, just wind. But we'll see. always awesome to have old school music here. Anyways, let's go check the population. Not population, the seeding depth. Just see how everything is doing. Alright, I've been going quite a bit, but I just want to show you guys kind of what we're looking at. So we'll go out here, find a row. Alrighty, so I'm gonna dig and then try to find a seed and kind of show you what's going on. So here's the seed there, and we're right about 2 inches. That's where we want to be. And what I really like about the closing system, which I'll go over in just a second, is you can't really hardly see the sidewall. So there's no compaction. It's just kind of nice and firm in there, but you can't see the trench. Here's another one that's a little shallow, but not too bad. But he's pretty good. He's in moisture, so he'll germinate. This is our closing system. So it's Precision's closing system. What it has is it has a stitcher, what they call it, or I think it's called stitcher. I can't remember. But anyways, this pushes it together, and this kind of firms the bed. But it has an airbag here to sense and know how much pressure it needs to firm it down. Really, really nice system. They are a little pricey, but it is definitely hands down our favorite one. And we've ran quite a few systems. We really like it. I'm curious to see how it works in planting green, but so far I really like this system. So I want to explain that a little bit better now. Hopefully you can hear me better. So we really like that closing system because in some closing systems what you'll see is actually you'll still see that V of where that seed is going in, and it will compact the side of that sidewall of this bed. Well, you don't want to see that because the roots might have a hard time growing through there. So with this new system, it kind of crushes it and almost pushes the dirt around the seed just uniformly, and then the back little part firms down the ground. So it's kind of a two-part system. I think Case has a similar one. The big difference is this has an airbag which can control how much pressure is actually being applied to firm it down so it doesn't over firm it and cause compaction. And it's, again, it's adjusting on the fly just like our Downforce is. Really like the system. As I said, we'll see how it works in the cereal rye when I'm planting green, when I need that extra Downforce, but overall really good. Well, done planting for today. So I got 23 acres done, basically 23.1. So I got another 23 acres on the other side. There's supposed to be some rain coming this week, so I'm hoping we're gonna get some rain. I'll let it dry up a little bit, and then I'm gonna plant that cereal rye, and then that'll be all the planting for the year. So hopefully it'll finish up in about a week, depending on the rain, depending how much, and all that jazz. But yeah, slowly get through planting. Still have problems with the planter. They're gonna come fix things after we get done planting because we were tired of waiting. So hopefully another few weeks when he slows down, he'll come back, take a look at things, and figure out what's going on. However, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Stay tuned for the cereal rye. I'm really excited for it. We'll see how it goes. Might be interesting. Hopefully it's a success and not a failure. We'll find out. See ya.